Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for the day: an arrest following an alleged EKU rape, plus an accident on I-75 slows afternoon traffic, and an update from the legislative session in Frankfort. All that plus more news and local sports and weather with Susie. That's all coming up today here live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, more commuting pains for I-75 travelers today, where a garbage truck hauling a large trailer of trash overturned on the 99 exit southbound around 11:30 this morning. The wreck and cleanup eventually brought gridlock to traffic in the southbound lanes of the interstate, as well as Old Richmond Road. For a while, traffic is still backed up and slow, traveling from nearby Athens-Boonesboro Road to just shy of the Madison County line. Exit 99 is closed and is expected to open up back around 7 p.m. tonight. In the meantime, make sure that you stay clear of that area. Well, on an update to a story we brought you here on Live at 5 earlier this year, Adrian Watkins, 21, of Nicholasville. The man has been arrested after allegedly raped a woman on Eastern Kentucky University's campus. Police say the incident occurred in EKU's Business and Technology Center parking lot on January the 31st, 2024. The victim told authorities that she met the man on Snapchat, who picked her up from her residence before arriving at the parking lot. The criminal complaint details that the victim informed police that she became unconscious after being provided with a substance she believed to be marijuana by Adrian Watkins. It was during the period of unconsciousness that she believes the alleged rape took place. Upon regaining consciousness, the woman fled the vehicle and sought help from another male pedestrian nearby, who subsequently reported the incident to authorities. The following day, EKU issued a statement to the community appealing for assistance in locating the suspect and providing a photograph of his SUV. According to the complaint, Watkins contacted dispatch claiming ownership of the vehicle. Additionally, the witness who assisted the victim identified Watkins as the individual inside the SUV from which the victim exited that night. Watkins was arrested by the Madison County Sheriff's Office and is being held in the Madison County Detention Center. He is charged with first-degree rape. Well, House Bill 11 was discussed this week during the legislative session in Frankfort to help try and further regulate vapes and e-cigarettes. The bill targets e-cigarettes and vapes with fruity flavors and colorful packaging that have purposely targeted youth. Sponsors say many of these products don't have clearance to be sold on shelves. With more on this bill and other bills on the agenda this week, Keith West is once again joining us with the legislative update.
The subject of having the state regulate vaping products was heard in the State House of Representatives. House Bill 11 would bring state law in line with the FDA regulations on vaping products, especially when it comes to selling those products to minors. The bill's sponsor, Representative Rebecca Raymer of House District 15, explains.
So what House Bill 11 will do is impose penalties for retailers selling to those under the age of 21 and penalties for selling those products that the FDA says is unauthorized.
But some lawmakers believe the bill goes too far in restricting the products that adults also enjoy and would affect mom and pop businesses who abide by the law and only sell to adults. Representative Daniel Grossberg of Louisville explains his no vote.
So I ask that we vote no on this, and we come back together next year and address the real problems. Flavoring and marketing that target our kids. Have stricter controls and enforcement for those who sell to minors, and regulate both the potency and the purity of these products, rather than us ceding control to the FDA, who has done nothing effective about this. I too want to protect our kids, and that's why I'm going to vote no today. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The bill did pass in the House and now goes to the Senate for consideration. House Bill 461 would allow school districts to install school bus stop arm cameras to catch motorists who do not stop when required to do so as children are entering or exiting the school bus. The bill has penalties for failing to stop for a school bus at $500 for the first offense and $1,000 for each subsequent offense. The The sponsor of the legislation, Representative David Hale of House District 74, spoke on the measure.
Is this going to stop illegal passing? Probably not. But will it punish those that are doing it? Yes, and hopefully we can deter that to some extent.
Representative Hale stated that 24 states already have cameras in place on school bus stop arms. House Bill 461 passed in the House and now goes to the state Senate for consideration. The State House of Representatives took up the issue of teaching civics in high schools. Currently, high school students are required to pass a civics test drawn from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services question pool to graduate. House Bill 535 would give schools the choice of staying with that test or offering a half-credit civics education course. The bill's sponsor, Representative Robert Duvall of Warren County, explained why learning civics is important to today's students.
In today's world where misinformation and political polarization are all too common, civic literacy is more important than ever. By helping our students become civically literate, we can help ensure that our democracy will remain strong, vibrant, and responsive to the needs and aspirations of all citizens for generations to come.
The measure also raises the civics test passing grade from 60% to 70%. House Bill 535 passed in the House and now heads to the Senate for discussion. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Keith, for that update. We're going to keep you up to date with all the goings on at the legislative session throughout the week. Well, Officer Hedrick with the Richmond Police Department is asking for the public's help in identifying the individuals that you can see in these photos or this photo. If you have any information regarding this person's identity, you're asked to please email jhetrick, jhetrick, at richmond.ky.us, or you can call dispatch 859-624-4776. Take a good look at that picture. If you have any information, you are asked to contact Officer Hedrick. The Fayette County Sheriff's Department announced on March 11th that Richard Hudson, wanted for first-degree robbery, has been extradited to Lexington from Charleston, West Virginia. Hudson was arrested in connection to a robbery at the Traditional Bank on Tates Creek Road on February the 15th. Surveillance footage showed a white male entering the bank with a bag and demanding money from the teller. Around $14,000 was taken from that teller's drawer. Police identified Hudson through surveillance footage and the vehicle he fled in, which belonged to a person in Charleston. Working with the Charleston police, detectives located Hudson and conducted an investigative stop. The vehicle owner confirmed Hudson had given him a large sum of money, which was turned over to the police. Hudson is currently being held in the Fayette County Detention Center. With that, we're going to take a quick break. An absolutely gorgeous day here in Central Kentucky. We've got Susie in the Weather Center with hopes that this weather is going to stick around. Susie's up next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County. Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow. 'Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
Welcome back to Live at 5. An absolutely gorgeous, warm, sunny day out there in the Bluegrass. We've got Susie. She's going to take a look at the forecast and hope that this weather continues.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. As we look at the forecast ahead, we've got warmer temperatures with some stray showers a possibility in the immediate next few days. But by Friday, we're turning wet as a new disturbance approaches with showers and thunderstorms imminent. A cold front is what's going to be sweeping through, and this will have some implications in terms of our temperatures as we have a significant drop ahead. For now, though, we will be expecting a pretty quiet evening. Here's a look at our evening breakdown as we are mainly looking at dry conditions and maybe a bit of an increase in our cloud cover with low temperatures bottoming out at around the mid 40s. But we do have a couple of isolated showers that may pop up as we do have a ripple of energy that could translate into some sporadic activity, looking like very spotty showers though, and for the most part very limited. It's really not until Friday that we see a very decent opportunity for more rain. And here's the situation. We have this approaching disturbance, so the warm flow of air ahead of the system is what's going to dominate, resulting in some warm days ahead. Now eventually that storm will be tracking a cold front through the region, which does set us up with a better opportunity for rain and rumbles of thunder come Friday. We will have to monitor the intensity of some of the storms to the west. So zooming out to our Commonwealth view here, we do have western Kentucky under a marginal risk of severe weather by Thursday. And then by Friday, we'll see how things translate for us as that system approaches, and we'll be generating more thunderstorms by then. Rain and rumbles, though, at a minimum, will be anticipated. We do have our lows tonight bottoming out in the 40s across the region, maybe even getting down into the 30s for the Boonville area. Then we've got very warm temperatures for tomorrow, running well above the average by 10 to 15 degrees, and seeing a couple of isolated showers a possibility for us. We build our rain chances, especially into our Friday, where thunderstorms will be expected, and noticing a temperature drop by the weekend as a cold front sweeps through. This will set us up with highs in the 50s. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Susie. And for Weather All the Time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WVONTV.com. Well, a lawsuit was filed on Friday against Mayor Les Stapleton in the city of Prestonsburg by a former employee of the Mountain Arts Center, alleging sexual harassment and assault. The complaint accuses Stapleton of engaging in severe, pervasive, and unwelcome sexual conduct, leading to the employee's resignation. Allegations include sexual advances and requests for favors, with the employee feeling compelled to submit to them due to threats of her job security and benefits. Stapleton is also accused of exposing himself to her after her departure and visiting her new workplace. Additionally, the lawsuit accuses the city of Prestonsburg for failing to address the hostile work environment created by Stapleton. The lawsuit seeks compensation for mental anguish, physical suffering, medical expenses, lost wages, and punitive damages. Stapleton declined to comment, stating he needed time to review the lawsuit before responding. Well, this past Tuesday, Joseph Lawson, the first person charged in the Crystal Rogers case, has adopted the motion for his trial to be held in another county. Lawson, along with the other two convicted men, Brooks Houck and Stephen Lawson, argued that due to the extensive media coverage in Nelson County and the surrounding counties, that they would not receive a fair trial if the case was held in that area. The motion is set to be heard March 21st at 1 p.m. Mary Elizabeth Coots of Perry County is facing charges of second-degree animal cruelty following a hoarding case discovered on March 1st. Authorities found around 129 cats, dogs, and exotic animals inside her home in the Delphia community. Upon entering the residence, officials from the Perry County Sheriff's Office, along with Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, enlisted the help of the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter staff. Authorities described the conditions as deplorable, filled with feces and virtually uninhabitable. Despite Coots' claim that she was caught on a day she didn't clean, Vaughn emphasized the impossibility of maintaining such a large number of animals without consistent care. Due to overcrowding at the shelter, Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander granted permission to temporarily house the animals at Little Leatherwood School. Vaughn highlighted the need for stronger animal protection laws in Kentucky, citing the state's ranking as the 5th worst in the country. Efforts are underway to address these issues, with most of the animals from the hoarding case being relocated to various rescues. We'll have more details on that story as they become available. Well, spring is in the air if you're looking for a part-time job. Keeneland is currently in the process of hiring staff for the upcoming 2024 spring meet. With a wide range of positions available, they aim to recruit around 400 individuals over the next few weeks to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience for visitors. Positions are available in various departments, including culinary, security, parking, guest services, as well as retail. Interviews are being conducted at the hiring center every Tuesday and Thursday, with plans to hire between 300 and 400 part-time workers. Applicants must be at least 16 years old and provide 2 valid forms of identification. The application process is straightforward, with candidates applying online and then undergoing interviews before proceeding to the HR checkout. Extensive training is provided for each position, along with an orientation session for new and returning employees before the start of the spring meet. The hiring center operates every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. until the end of March. Head on over there if you are looking for a seasonal job. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We've got Dawson in the Sports Center. He's got a look at the sports report. That is all coming up next here live at 5.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Leeds Fine Jewelry, located in beautiful downtown Richmond, has been a trusted name for 30 years. John Leeds handcrafts unique jewelry that is sure to stand out above the rest. Come see the selection of red Kentucky agate necklaces, earrings, and rings, available in both silver and gold. Leeds also specializes in jewelry repair and restoration. Visit Leeds Fine Jewelry, nationally known and locally owned.
Transparency is what separates Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration apart from the rest. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and are here to serve all over Central Kentucky. Their team of experts will help you break down the cost of a new roof or repair and help you make the most informed decision possible. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, residential or commercial, Kentucky Roofs and Restoration can do it all. Like them on Facebook to learn more or call 859-200-5065.
Welcome back to Live at 5. As softball and baseball have gotten started in Madison County, so has the local sports coverage for those teams. Courtesy of the WBON TV sports crew and sports anchor Dawson Rule. Dawson is in the studio today reporting on scores and some upcoming games for tonight to keep an eye out.
Bats have officially been swung. Softball and baseball now are 100% officially underway in Madison County and around the state of Kentucky as of last night. Let's start with softball coverage as there were more games. Berea hosted Somerset Christian and lost 20-6. For the Lady Pirates, Cadence Bertado led the team with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Addison Schaus added 2 hits and an RBI herself. The team will need to rebound fast as they host Garrett County tonight at home. First pitch at 6 o'clock for any fans who would like to go. Madison Central's softball team went up to Lexington to play Henry Clay and won 15-0. Not only that, but Lady Indians pitcher Cassidy Gentry threw a no-no in the game with 8 strikeouts. Cassidy Hack had 4 hits on 4 at-bats for the team, while Cassidy Gentry added in 3 hits herself. Olivia Metcalf had 4 RBIs with 2 hits on the evening. With the beatdown of Henry Clay being a great way to start the season, the team will turn to prepare to host East Chessman at home later this week. Tonight, the Madison Southern Lady Eagles softball team begins their year on the road at GRC. The first 3 games of the season for the Lady Eagles will be road matchups. Now looking ahead at baseball, Berea is the only local team who played last night and they secured a huge road victory, 5-4 over Jackson City. Luke Campbell had 2 hits. Tommy Bannerman had 1 hit, but 3 RBIs to add on. He's usually known for basketball. Berea will play again Thursday against Somerset Christian on the road. Congrats, Berea. Tonight tips off EKU's women's basketball team's Big A-Sun semifinals game against Central Arkansas. The game will tip off at 7:30 tonight, and Eastern's looking for a spot in the A-Sun Championship with a win. These two teams split between each other this season, with EKU winning their home game over Central Ark, and Central Ark winning over EKU at their home gym. The Colonels will have to be road warriors again and pull off an upset like they did at Lipscomb to advance. Good luck to the team. For local baseball fans in the area, UK hosts Murray State today for a 6:30 first pitch in a state rivalry game. UK recently, a top 25 team, lost a string of home games this last weekend to Kennesaw State in upset fashion, and they'll be looking to rebound with a big win over the Racers tonight. Murray State is 11-5 this season, and it won't be an easy game for the Wildcats. Speaking of Kentucky, freshman guard Reed Shepard was named SEC Freshman of the Year, while teammate Rob Dillingham was named 6th Man of the Year for the SEC. These accolades are big as both players continue to come off the bench for a Kentucky team that's peaking at the right time in March. That's going to conclude today's sports segment. This is Dawson Rule, bringing you just a glimpse of Madison County's sports.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports update. We're going to take another quick break. We've got some more news still to come right here live at 5.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
call Mr. Reuter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Reuter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Reuter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Reuter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Reuter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Welcome back to Live at 5. This past Monday, Louisville police officers arrested a man, 21-year-old Adrian King, for allegedly murdering a teenage girl. On January the 29th of this year, the teenager, 15-year-old Dovia Purnell, was shot and killed outside of an apartment in Louisville on Patton Court. According to police, Purnell was a runaway from Lexington, where she lived in a foster home under the state's custody in order to receive better mental health treatment. Purnell and King, court records allege, were in a, quote, intimate relationship. In the course of the investigation by police, they discovered surveillance footage that showed King walking towards where Purnell was residing with a handgun and later walking with Purnell to his residence. Sometime before January 29th, King had allegedly posted explicit videos of Purnell and stated that he was going to kill the victim. King has been charged with the following crimes: murder, sexual misconduct, promoting a minor under the age of 16 in a sexual performance, and distributing matter portraying a sexual performance of a minor. His arraignment was set for today. Well, with that, thanks so much for joining us today Live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy that sunshine and these later sunsets. I'll see you tomorrow Live at 5.